Hey First Assembly family, thank you so much for joining us last week as we launched our new series, Struggles. Let's take a look at just some of our key points from last week's sermon. To start, we know that the struggle is real. This is more than just a hashtag or a phrase you'll hear on the internet. This is absolutely true. The struggle is real for each and every one of us. Every single one of us has struggles, whether it's in the family, a job, a workplace, whatever it may be. Life can sometimes get complicated, and that includes the family. Our relationships can be complicated. Our family tree has a whole different dynamic than what many people in their family tree looks like. The psalmist says in Psalms 127, "Unless the Lord builds the house, the laborers labor in vain. And unless God watches over the city, the guards watch in vain." Unless God puts together the household, you're not going to be successful in building a godly home. Adam and Eve were gifted with a perfect world, a perfect home, and still they messed it up. They sinned. They caved to what Satan had put in front of them, and their home and their family spiraled out of control. So much for the perfect family and the perfect marriage. Ever since that day, since the original sin, man and woman have struggled to put the family back in order. So what can we do to put our families back on track? David prayed this prayer over his house in Psalm 101. He said, "Lord, I need your help. Help me to act as I should in my home." Family relationships are designed by God, but they're meant to be lived out loud in an atmosphere of grace that only God can create. Ephesians 4:32 says this, "And be kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another as God has forgiven you." Family is complicated. The struggles are real, but God wants to be glorified in our homes. Each week of the series, we will have video testimony of different people in the church sharing their struggles. Last week, we saw Chad and Veronica Tuttle as they shared their struggle of the family. Thank you so much for joining us for week 1 of Struggles. We hope to see you next week as we continue with week 2 of our Struggles series.